very much. So I was down in the programme to do a bit of a summarising of ICFUST, and then I think within the first day realised there was no way I was going to be able to do that in 10 minutes. So I've completely negated that responsibility. And instead, I'm going to tell you about the second international conference on Far-UVC technology. But before I do that, and I know David's going to go on and do some of the thank yous and stuff, but I'm making the assumption he's probably not going to thank himself. So, so I'd like to do that just to say thank you to David. I remember we had this conversation in Miami, and thank you for organizing it. I know you'll do the official thank yous and stuff, so I appreciate all the rest of the team. I'll tell you tonight at dinner how much I appreciate you, so that's fine. But so I go on briefly to talk about the second conference. I think we've realised that this has been a success. I hope you've enjoyed it, certainly as much as we have, having all of those different disciplines coming together on the one topic. Accepting that we have different views on things, but all with the main goal of coming to a conclusion and an advancement in this area. So the second international conference, ICFUST 2, I'm afraid we're keeping that acronym. So Peter, wherever you are, you can't have it. You'll have to choose something else. We're not marketers, so we're not necessarily the best. David came up with the ICFUST acronym, which I think is great because nobody else has got it. So we can use it in hashtags and all the rest of it. But we're throwing around ideas for other names, taking on maybe a bit of the American Hollywood, maybe ICFUST at Tiffany's, or one of my favorite films, but not such a good title, the ICFUST Club. I think this is probably my favorite, but it's still not great. Is ICFUST of Fury. So if you have got any ideas around what, I know there's a few marketing people in the audience, maybe you can help us do a little bit better on that. We've actually decided we're going to do it next year. I think there's enough momentum around this that the field is changing fast enough. We're going to organise it next year. It will be in the summer, probably towards the end of the summer. We need to make sure that we avoid all the other sort of major conferences and stuff around that time, which will of course be difficult because there's 20 different disciplines here and you'll have your major conferences and they all happen over the summer. So that will be challenging, but we have selected a location and it's going to be in our beautiful Scotland. So just to whet your appetite, I'm hoping that this video will play. Will it? Oh, this is supposed to be a link to video, but I never. I wrote these at 11:30 last night, so I never actually tested it. If it doesn't work, it's a link. It's a YouTube link. So if it's not, that's fine. This video does work. So the advantage of being in St Andrews in Scotland is that it's a very well ventilated location. This is Kenny Woods out on the golf course in St Andrews. He actually did some modelling, worked out that it was 400,000 air changes per hour. So we don't need far UV necessarily when we're out there. Although knowing Kenny's probably got it wrong by a factor of 4 pi. So it's just to say, please do come to ICFUST 2 or ICFUST 222, which will be in St Andrews next year. We'll be reaching out to you soon to get some ideas for what you would like to see included in that conference. I think we've got a pretty good structure from this one, but thank you. And I look forward to seeing you in Scotland next year.